The King and the Modern Virgins. Inlove. English version. You show me great love. The first time I was martyr. Now I can imagine what virgin delights you have prepared for me. I can wait. I have a cloak full of noble decorations spread all over my chest. It is no longer a courtier to have her bigger or smarter. In the castle I built, my word is the only thing certain. I sit with my wife at the table, setting up the country at a glass of mulled wine. The virgin ladies of the castle have an eternal concrete thing. May my physical tone always maintain my inert moral environment. Bring immediately the country's finance minister. We have no budget. I have nothing to pay the high officials, and I'm cautious. I see that the wealth of some subjects is great compared to their header function. I have to settle all the senseless income in the perfect way. Yes, Your Greatness, here I am. I know what the will is. I also have an intellect. Cut 3/4 to the judges, if you consider this. I think we fit in perfectly with 2/3 cut at the prosecutors. Let no one be upset. We will increase by the same negative amount as before. Good, Minister, but I advise you. I have to paint my castle with plaster and washable of the best quality and repair the wreck with hunting weapons until my enemies kill me, that I keep them loaded with ammunition on the piano. And I'm not the kind. I must be a good example to my subjects and organization. Not to lie in misery and disorder, like everyone says and wants. Yes, sir, I understand that we increase pensions negatively after checking the army to buy fewer bullets and wearing clothes. The police also give up holidays in the mountains and at sea. We abolish the specials farewell to 50 years of retirement. Even the work in factories and plants is for bitter destinies. For me, everything you order me is a big challenge. Well, I decided my accountant, so you'll make it come again in January. Let the Minister of Justice come to me in a hurry. I was here, Emperor, but I did not dare to enter. Sit at the table, serve with you. I have something delicate to talk about. I decided to pardon some men in the prison. Thank you, Judge, for coming. For my birthday, I want to tell the people that it's hard oppressed by a handful of landlords and bourgeois boyars, and I'm tired too. My submissive poor people have nothing and no light to read. As they don't have bread on the table, milk, meat, eggs, or wine to drink. I was a prosperous, healthy people, not weak, ill, and badly afflicted. A man tall, like trees, and good hard-working woman, good to love, not sick, weak, hungry people who are eternally malnutritious, or pimp, thieves, and criminals, and all kinds of bandits. I don't want to see criminal clans protected by acolytes anymore. No new victims of the legal system parasited by not educated people. You, Minister of Justice, leaving me what you are going to do. I don't want to hear empty words and not keep your covenant. Sir, I have loved people since I was born, on this earth. Yes, released detainees, for your birthday, sir, is a sacred holy sign. Free the straight detainees out of the big salty mines, where you have no place to sit on the chair, but only lay on the back. Make a list of them, your greatness, and I will release them all. But no offense for food, call Minister of Agriculture. He will tell you directly how to make everyone to have food. And the clans will all disappear and give the meanders of hatred for good positions as beggars in the western lands. And if you want a healthy people, call the Minister of Health. He laid the foundations of the medicine, that is, the guardian of life. I tried to be the guardian of your laws and justice. I don't serve you where others are professionals. A good judge, minister. I like your words. You will receive my list. The rest is up to you to tell me when I will decree. The Minister of War, come to me if he wants another star. I am on great wheels as a loving king. It is not a miracle at all. Sire, the Minister of Agriculture asks to enter the royal audience. Come in. I saw your face. And I have an empty pantry. And my eternal people are always hungry or sitting on the pot. When the insatiable specials work in a hurry or nothing, come in, Minister of Agriculture. How we feed the people. We talk about plagues and we lie them again with a TV set. We put them to wear a mask, to clean with a vacuum cleaner. We put them to isolate in their small huts with the computers. After 3 months, we give them a little freedom in the garden. Enough for them to go to work and slave all daylight. let the economy start so that we don't stay in the dark. Let's have new big specials incomes and the illegal pension again. Because if they stay in isolation and don't work like that at home, we will wake up all the abusive torturers in the dangerous race that we have nothing left to bring home and put on the table. Also, we have preserved this right with odious force. I understand, Minister of Agriculture. You blame the security forces, that they are both torturers and oranges, and now very sad, and that they support criminal gangs and country gangs who make the laws in counties with their faces covered with masks. Good agriculture. You think I have to buy more wheat? Or make the virgins in the palace work harder? I am not going to be abandoned by women like an old lion. I have my special washed girls, educated virgins for me. Agriculture is true that it rains continuously without stopping. It raises my rating, just like that at a glance. For virgins eager to have sex or to grow quickly. I tell you in front of you, king, not to get by mistake a little poison. I got mad at them and gave them away, confused and hurried. Top tools from sex shop for making love alone. Although the priest I put on didn't really glorify them. He himself seems to the expert virgins not overjoyed. And sire, what's left now? Send people to the parsnip to pick. All the subjects who do not love you and have no choice. You don't have time for stories to stay at home, of course. You can find other virgins in the village in winter. If you wear a fez, well, Mr. Agriculture, I want food, or you don't understand. I don't just want virgins who do sex for interest. You will have enough food for every man in the country. I don't hold you, sir, but I tell you the second time. If your poor subjects have no bread to eat, give them popcorn cakes with the money taken out at the ATM. Emperor, came also the Minister of Health, receive him. He is poor and seems to have the flu and a house in Giulești. What else can this story figure tell? When you have already received real news from the security. Dr. Minister, you know, I am relying on you. Get rid of the country of flu, serious diseases, and mud. But not only. Eating sliced onions and garlic. That's why I spent my fortune and my money. Your Majesty, I have the magic potion, the perfect solution. Even if it's a little abusive, not to say abject. We close all borders and schools, operetta, theaters. We also imprison those subject to wives or a cheerleader, and everyone who remains on the streets we gather with the army, and we would deport all the pious to the island of happiness. With no documents, without goods, and no right of return. And so we got rid of all those who bother us. Your Majesty, with your loved ones and the divine royal suites, they have prepared casinos full of virgins. Even naughty mayors are ready to choose. Raised small with goats, milk, and midwives. You won't even notice your greatness being in quarantine. You will be loved day and night by a virgin. Gioconda is a pale replica of an unfriendly copy, which more is fired and works from home. It's not long before the first one doesn't even look beautiful. Besides the wild virgins you'll have in the house. They will all modern models in love. How well your majesty will be willing to be paid. It turns out you are the health minister and the one who called you of justice, and the one before him of agriculture. Good, I'll order the army what you said. Get rid of all that until sunset. But listen to me. All four take care. I am the king, and I act like hell if you do not fulfill everything you promised. You will wake up in the darkest dream. Don't make me, 'cause I am the king, a poor vassal and sinister government. I change you all like beds. Do you want a prime minister now?